Yo, 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 welcome back everybody. It's Jay, Bulletproof MTG, getting you guys a video that is simply some of the spoilers that are coming out for Ravinca Allegiance. So I quickly want to go over this stuff with you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying what's going on stream. I'm going to try to post a little bit more videos here on YouTube. I just been super busy with work and, Magic's been going crazy, so... But if you guys are with me, I'm with you. Come check out Twitch, Sundays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. And come see some more videos because I'm going to be doing lots and lots of spoilers, as well as giving you my idea and thought process behind some of the cards. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first card that we're going to see is Mortify. Mortify is a white-black, one other, instant, uncommon, and it looks like it might be an F&M promo because it has the special logo on it. Destroy target creature or enchantment. For 3 mana, without the utility of like Assassin's Trophy where it destroys anything, this is actually going to see probably a lot of play, especially with Esper Control. I could see Esper Control using this a lot. This just gets rid of History Banality, search for Ascanta. Any type of creature is just a threat at instant speed. Very, very good card. I feel like this is going to see a lot of standard play, especially in control decks, even to the extent of some mid-range Azorius decks that can really push the tempo with probably some tribalistic, maybe vampires or something like that. This just kind of helps you fill the slot and gets rid of those Conclave Tribunals, Ixalan's Binding, stuff like that. Just stops your game. This can be a winning idea behind a lot of new decks that will be coming out. Just one of the first cards that come out. Secondly, let's go to the right. Simic Ascendancy for 1 green, 1 blue. Simic colors. Enchantment. Pay 3, 1 blue, 1 green, 1 other. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on a creature you control, put them any growth counters on Simic Ascendancy. At the beginning of your upkeep, if Simic Ascendancy has 20 or more growth counters on it, you win the game. So another approach to the Second Sun, per se. Except for the card we just talked about, Mortify, gets rid of it very quickly. And by the time you have, 20 counters, you should already have your opponent dead. I don't see why this card would be any type of useful to standard. And again, you guys know we are strictly standard. But I can see this probably in EDH for sure when it just gets out of control really quickly. But the fact that it's not relevant, like it can grow off, let's say Jadelight Ranger gets an Explore trigger, and then you keep it on there twice, that's 2 1/1 counters. That means this thing gets 2 1/1 counters. Branch Walker, 1/1 counter. Anything like Merfolk Tribal that allows you to put 1/1 counters on your creatures and grow. Even the Cumena, for example, you have 5 of your Merfolk and they all get a 1/1 counter. This can be quick, but at the same time, you're taking your turn 2 off to play an enchantment. I don't see the point. This could be like some sort of combat trick that allows you, not really a combat trick, but like a trick that allows you to go over the edge with outplaying your opponent, where you're not aggroing out, you're more mid-ranging it out. Again, maybe it's potential sideboard removal like enchantments come in, and then they go, I'm going to get rid of Ascendancy, and then you're like, well, I'm not playing it because I'm going to pull in creatures to aggro you out. It could happen. Again, decent card. I don't know if it's going to see a lot of standard play unless we have more counters, something like Walking Ballista comes back, which I highly doubt. Next one I talk about again is looks like a F&M promo again. I like the artwork a lot on this one. Growth Spiral for 1 blue and 1 green. Instant. Draw a card, period. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. It doesn't say tapped. It just says put on the battlefield. So if it's a fetch land, bam. If it's a shock land, you probably have to pay 2 life to untap it. But either way, this just allows you to draw cards quick, as well as you get another chance at getting mana ramp. So on turn 2, if you're not syncopating something or essence scattering something or negating something, if you're playing like a Jund deck or something, green, white, blue, this can be really play into getting to Fairy quickly or Nexus of Fate faster, stuff like that. This is going to help you get out of control, especially if you don't have search for Ascanta, or if you don't play it on turn 2, you're looking for something else. This helps you a lot. I can see it being played for a common. It seems like a very relevant card to standard. How much will it be played because of the Simic colors? That is for us to find out, I guess. Again, these are very, very new spoilers. I just want to reiterate that and just let you guys know that this is early stuff, so we don't know what kind of tricks we can play with these certain cards. Next on our list is going to be the white blue. This is Azorus Lavina, Azorus Renegade, a legendary creature, human soldier. For 2, it's a 2/2. Each opponent cannot cast non-creature spells with converted mana cost greater than the number of lands that player controls. So in essence, you can't play a spell for 3 if they only have 2 mana. So it's weird, but whenever an opponent casts a spell, if no mana was spent on it, counter that spell. So in essence, what this does is basically shuts down Convoke. Tribunal is a 4 mana cost, but you can Convoke it. If they only have 3 mana, they can't play it because that card's out. They can't Convoke Tribunal because they only have 3 mana. They have to have 4 mana. So this stops a lot of the Convoke abilities. As for other abilities, I don't know where it can actually play out because maybe it stops like Goblin Electromancer, but at the same time it just allows your spells to cost 1 less. So I don't know how if that trigger would work. And again, it counters spells like literally on par. This would be a great sideboard against any type of control deck. It just allows you to sit back and kind of relax while no one's doing anything to you. I can see this card getting a lot of play. For sure, sideboard out of an Esper deck or white blue Teferi deck, anything like that just stops them dead in their tracks. And it's legendary, so it's away from. There's certain cards that stop it, but I could see this getting some play for sure, especially with a counter trigger. The next card we're going to talk about is Rix Madai Reveler, or a Madai. It's for 2 mana. It's a 2/2 shaman, human shaman, and Spectacle, which I spoke slightly on that yesterday on stream. If you guys haven't checked it out, check it out, twitch.tv/bulletproofmg. I talk about this a little bit. But Spectacle is, you may cast a spell for its Spectacle cost rather than its mana cost if your opponent lost life this turn. So, in essence, this is an instant. Because, let's say they shock themselves for a land, you can play this at instant speed. I'm taking it for that because if you lost this turn. So it doesn't matter when you play, it just says this turn. So in essence, you can play this for 4 when Rix Madai Reveler enters the battlefield, discard a card, then draw a card. If you pay the Spectacle cost was paid, instead discard your hand, then draw 3 cards. This could be potentially backbreaking against your opponent because of the fact that you can just Spectacle on instant speed if they lost a life doing something, and then next thing you know, like if you shock them and then you Spectacle this creature, you know, yes, it costs Rakdos colors black and red, but you Spectacle it and then you get rid of your hand and you draw 3 cards, you're up on card advantage. And Magic is all about card advantage. You have more cards than your opponent and you're drawing more cards, you're probably a better chance at winning. That's just the way it is. This card seems like it's very good. It can be stopped because it's just a 2/2, but if your opponent taps out or any of that stuff, this just helps you kind of just play at an instant speed. And I like that. I think that's what it's going to be doing. Its Spectacle seems like an instant speed play. So yeah, great card. I feel like it might see some play. Here we go. Next one is Rakdos Firewheeler. This almost looks like it might be a promo for like Open House because of the artwork. It's full art, so it might be an Open House thing, or not buy a box because buy a box normally is like rare, so we'll see. But it's Rakdos Firewheeler, 2 black, 2 red, human rogue, 4/3. When it enters a battlefield, it deals 2 damage to target opponent and deals 2 damage to up to 1 target creature or planeswalker. Again, not bad because it's dealing 4 damage in general. It's like a free shock for 4, which is meh on a body, so 4/3. But it also deals 2 damage to a target creature or planeswalker. So that kind of helps you stabilize against like a Teferi. If you can attack it on a Teferi, they take it, and then you play this. If it doesn't get countered, then bam, you can kill Teferi. You can kill any type of, you know, Karn, any type of planeswalker that could be dealing with it. Vraska, both little and big. This just helps you go over. Granted, it's a small body, 4/3. It is subject to like Lightning Strike, Lava Coil still, but within the colors, you probably won't be going against something that. This is, to me, not as scary as something like a Crackling Drake or an Arclight Phoenix or something that just keeps recurring itself. This is just a simple. This could be a mid-range late game kind of card where it's like, I'm going to kill this, do 2 to you, and then I'm attacking in. Or I attack in, I only need 2 more, and I don't have a shock. Here we go, here's a shock. So it seems pretty good. Doesn't seem too bad, but I don't know how much play we'll see because we don't have all the cards. Next one up on is Light Up the Stage. It's 2 mana cost, 2 colors, 1 red, a sorcery, spectacle of 1 red. Exile the top 2 cards of your library until the end of your turn. Next turn, you may play those cards. So again, spectacle can be an instant speed, I believe. Don't quote me if it is, because let's say they shock themselves, you spectacle, end a turn. Instead of playing 3, you can exile the top 2 cards. You're like, okay, I got all these choices to do. So this could be almost like an instant 1 speed card. Seems pretty relevant, as well as the exile ability within the Is It Drake deck can be pretty cool, because 1, this goes to your graveyard, and 2, it exiles 2 cards. Those Crackling Drakes still get bigger off exile. Really, really neat mechanic. I don't know how much play we'll see. This, again, looks like it might be an FNM promo because of the background. We don't know. So, next card on the list is Rafter Demon for 2. 1 black, 1 red. It's a demon, a 4/2. Again, it has Spectacle of 5. When Rafter Demon enters the battlefield, if its spectacle cost was paid, each opponent discards a card. So, again, for 5 mana as a common, this can probably see a lot more play in limited or sealed, because card advantage in sealed and limited, very, very good. Again, spectacle of 5 for a 4/2 body. If you can EOT it or something like that, cool. Or if you can attack it and get a little damage done, and then you spectacle it for 5, where they discard an extra card, you're just up on card advantage. You know, that's where you want to kind of be. I don't see this playing in standard at all. Just too little of a body, too easy to mess around with, and the spectacle's too high for a 4/2. But decent art for sure. The next one is the Haunt of Hightower for 2 black and 4 colorless. A legendary creature, Vampire. Flying lifelink, 3/3. So, meh. 6 for a 3/3 flying lifelink. Whenever the Haunt of Hightower attacks, defending player discards a card. So all it has to do is just attack. It doesn't have to deal combat damage, just its attacks. Whenever a card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, put a 1/1 counter on Haunt of Hightower. So again, put into a graveyard from anywhere. This means discard a card, a creature dies, opt, scry. You put a card in there, they're doing anything, it gets a +1/+1 counter. So again, this seems very, very relevant because the ability stack. Now for 6 mana cost, if there's a way to, get this thing out quicker, it would be cooler, but it is subject to a Justice Strike, very, very simple. It is subject to a lot because it's such a high-end mana cost. 6 mana for a 3/3 is just kind of like blah. It just doesn't feel good. As well as when it ETBs, your opponents can do certain things before they start discarding cards. So again, it's not that great of a trick, but I really do enjoy the fact that it can be, if they're drawing cards or going through, it just gets really big and out of control. Again, Justice Strike can see a lot of kill on this one. It gets out of reach of Lava Coil very quickly, but by turn 6, you're not going to want to cast this. I feel like it's too slow. You need to find a way to get this out quicker. But again, I do like the artwork, and I feel like as a mythic, why not just buy them? If it's cheap, if it's a couple dollars for this mythic, buy them. Why not just get them? Because they might come out with something that just totally makes this guy incredible later on. And for the final card as of now, we have the Gate Colossus for 8 mana. It's colorless. It's an artifact creature, Construct. They're bringing those back. Again, can go with Karn. It's an 8/8. This spell costs 1 less for each. Costs 1 less to cast for each gate you control. Gate Colossus can be blocked by creatures with power 2 less, so it's kind of like a Steel Leaf Champion. Whenever a gate enters the battlefield under your control, you may put Gate Colossus from your graveyard on top of your library. So again, there's a lot of tricks with gates and how much more less it costs. With the additional gates that we have from Allegiance that are going to be coming out, as well as what we have in Ravnica, the Guilds of Ravnica, you could, to a certain degree, make a Construct artifact deck-ish with Karn and stuff like that, but how many gates do you really want to rely on? Maybe if you play something like Circuitous Route, where you're able to filter through your deck, get as many guild gates out as you can, and put them on the battlefield tap, and the next thing you know, like by turn, if you're playing something in Simic colors where you, again, go up to, Growth Spiral, you draw a card, you put a land card down, so you can put a guild gate down, and then turn 3 comes into your play. It's actually, you get 4 mana, you play Circuitous Route, that's 2 more mana, So you have 2 more gates down, pending if you already had one or not. It costs 4. That means by the next turn it costs 4 less. So it only costs 4 for 8/8. No trample or nothing like that, but you could retrieve it from your graveyard at all times. Again, it's nothing can kill it. A Justice Strike can kill it, as well as it just can't be blocked. How much will we see Boros used? Probably not as much as it's used right now. But again, we can see Jeskai probably getting a little bump and certain things like that. This is just ask for an answer quickly because it is big. But I don't see that much play with this because it's just too much out of reach, I feel like. But as for the spoilers today, that's all I got for you boys and girls. I really do enjoy you guys stopping by, checking out the video. Until next time, hopefully within the next couple of days, we're going to have another review. And you guys keep still. What I tell you all the time on stream is just keep inspiring one another. And let's keep a positive attitude, positive mindset. And together we can make ourselves just a little bit more happier and have some fun with Magic. So you guys take care. It's Jay with Bulletproof MTG. Until next time, see you.